Hey guys, and welcome back. So today what I wanted to show you is I bought a shelf on clearance, and it's just a plain white shelf, right? And why it was on clearance was because this bracket right here, you can see the other two is on there, is broke off. So what I had to do is fashion a 1x made out of this right here, which I already had some that was already, it had been painted for another project, but I'm going to use this. I'm going to cut it down and fashion it and make a new one, right? So the first thing I had to do was take the 1x, come over to my table saw, and what I did was I cut the edge off of it to make it the same width as the bracket. And then what I had to do was turn it sideways with my table saw and make sure that the blade is just above the cut and trim off this little bit right here. Real thin. It's like a 16th or a 32nd to make it the, you can see, the same size and width as this guy right here. Yeah. Real simple. Did it with my table saw, and now I'm going to trim it for the length that I need on the outside edges, and then I got to trim it again. So hang on, I'm gonna pause you. Okay, guys. So I cut my little section to make the little bracket. So now all I have to do is make my angle cuts, right? So that it'll fit like, I don't know if you can see that. See the angle cut on that guy? So I have to make this guy basically match the angle cut on that end. So hang on and stay tuned. Okay, so you can see that I put the angle cuts on my piece of wood here. And how I did that was I put my saw blade at a 45, and you can see it's at a 45. Okay. So then from there, what I have to do next is I have to clean this little bit up right here and get that off there. Okay, so what I did was I just kind of popped that off by using a little scraper blade. And I chipped my blade doing it because there's still little pin nails in there. Can you see those little pin nails? So now I got to get the little pin nails out. So I'm getting the pin nails out by using this pair of pliers. So you pretty much just grab them and just kind of move to the side, and then they come right out. See, these are just little brass ones. See that were in there. Okay, so now that you can see that the pin nails are all out, see if that'll, there you go. So then I'm going to test my piece in place. I'll look at it from the side here. So it looks pretty good. I got a chip out on the bottom, but from this side to that side, it looks pretty good, wouldn't you say? All right, so hang on. Okay, so my next step is I'm going to paint our little piece same color as the other, and I'm going to use one of these throwaway because this is just kind of a one-time project, right? So I'm going to take paint from the mix that I had made, and I'm just going to use this, right, and just paint it. Because now this is just a redo project. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? So, yeah. So we just want it to match and give it a nice little coat to make it match. See how these, you can tell this isn't a very good paintbrush because the paint actually is leaving like streaks because of this paintbrush. So, but that's okay because this is kind of supposed to be a little whitewash project for just a little crafty shelf. But if I was going to make something that I was going to sell, I surely would use a better brush. That's for sure. Right? So I'm just going to give this backside a little coat as well. And if this is jumpy, guys, I apologize because I'm doing this with one hand. I know I should probably get my tripod out, but there. Okay, just like that. All right, and then we're going to let this dry a little bit and see what our next step is. Okay, so then our next step was to, basically we wanted to paint where we had to touch up, from where we had to take that little gunky mess off, okay? Okay, so then the next thing, or the last thing I'm going to do is use my pin nailer and nail through the top and the bottom, right? And you can see these little pins, how small they are. I mean, here's my finger. See how small they are? Very small, because we don't want to go all the way through the wood. We just want to put a nice little pin in it. And this is the size of the pin that was in there before. And that is the size we're going to put in again. Okay? Okay, so then next what I do is I just doing a test fit here. Putting it on there and seeing how it looks. And it looks pretty good. I mean, looking at the other ones, you can see same size and everything. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to go ahead and nail it now. It should be, even though the paint's not quite dry, that's okay because you see how she wanted it kind of distressed. So if I rub some paint off, it's not going to hurt anything because that's what she wants anyway, right? Alright, so hang on one second. Okay, so I got the camera in position, and this is my tripod leg, but you guys get the gist of it, right? So basically you take your pin nailer, right, and you're just kind of holding it there where it's supposed to be. And make sure this is. And you just give it a couple shots. Really easy. And I love these pin nailers because it makes you do really intricate work, right? Now this pin nailer is a quarter cable, and it goes to, it does really small pins. Alright, so we have it, it's all together, right? And let's test it out. Oh yeah, very nice. It didn't go through the backside or anything. So that's it. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that dry just like it is, and then I will come back later and I'm going to rub some of that off a little bit. I know it won't be exactly how she wants it, but yeah, but it'll be good. Really quick, easy kind of repair project that, I mean, anybody can do, really. It's not going to make or break, and it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because it was a clearance item. But yeah, see how neat that is, guys? When I put that up, then I will come back and do a recap. But that's a quick, easy fix. All you have to do is make your measurements from using the other pieces like that were down here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, so pretty neat, pretty simple. And I did that just with a basic table saw and a pin nailer. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you. Subscribe and like.